Hello Virgo, this is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing. With love being in the air, Valentine's Day right around the corner, I wanted to do something fun and do a love romance reading for all of the astrological signs. So this is a general reading. When I've prayed and prepared the cards, I have asked that everyone receives at least one message for themselves about their love life in February. If for some reason you are though finding that the messages just are not resonating with you at all, I do recommend that you go and you check your rising sign, because what happens with astrological signs is every once in a while, not often, but rarely, your sun messages won't really be applicable, but your rising sign messages will. So if that's the case for you, go check out your rising sign. If you don't know what your rising sign is, go online. There are a lot of free websites. Literally takes less than 2 minutes. You plug in some information, it'll let you know what your rising sign is, so that way you can come back and check that out. Again, with these being general readings, if you would like more details, if you want specific details for you, you've got other questions that you want answered, you can go to my webpage, angelictherapyandhealing.com, and schedule a personal private reading with me where you can get all those questions answered from your angels. So without further ado, let's go on ahead and get started. The first card that you have says, free yourself. You see I got a unicorn that's trapped, and at the bottom it says, it's time to take back control of your life. And what I'm getting is that a number of you are you're just feeling trapped. You're not happy. You feel as though, you've lost control. You've relinquished control in your life. And I'm getting that that's affecting your love life. I'm getting, for those of you that are married, it could be that you're not happy at work. You're really unhappy at work. And not being happy at work, it's taken that joy, it's kind of sucking the joy and happiness out of you, which is affecting your love life with your spouse. So it's also sucking the flame and joy out of your relationship. And so, apologies as I have a 4-month-old puppy, a 2-pound teacup Yorkie, who has learned that she's got a voice. So hopefully she'll calm down for us, because I don't want to have to re-edit or edit this. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully she'll get that, go play with that and stop barking. Apologies for that. So, but anyhow, you're just unhappy. It's pulling the joy out of life. It's pulling the joy out of your relationship. And what I'm getting is to have passion in a partnership, a relationship, to have passion in life. You need to be able to let yourself feel those deep emotions, even, feeling the discontentment. Because by feeling that, then you can actually focus and you can meditate and pray and ask God and your angels for some guidance and clarity on how to get yourself back on the other side, to take back control of your life and get back to that happy place that's going to help your relationship. So I'm definitely getting in February. February is going to be your month that you are going to take control back of your life. I get that you're at that brink, that point that you've had enough, and you're like seriously trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to do to fix this? And it's going to fix and reignite that romance with your partner. And I'm also getting that to kind of, not to say to make it up to them, but you've been maybe a cranky bear for a while, that you would benefit from taking them on a little Valentine's getaway. Go away for the night, go away for the weekend, go away for a week, and go reignite that flame, that passion, that desire, and get yourself and your lover back to where you guys started before just the stresses of life got in the way. And for a small number of you, I do get that you're I do get it's work. I get that you're just so stressed and discontent, unhappy with work, that you're not even interested in a relationship. And it's like blocking yourself. So since you're unhappy in that part of your life, it's filtering through the rest of your life to include your love life, and you're blocking happiness from a romantic partnership as well. So I'm getting, for those of you, you will have success because, again, you're also at the breaking point. I am getting for you in February, you are going to take that control back. You are going to get yourself to a happier place, and that is going to prepare you and open you up for love. A couple of you may actually spark a relationship in late February with someone. But for those of you that don't meet someone by the end of the month of February, I do get that it will come very quickly after February for you, because February is, you're going to take back control. You're going to find your happiness again. Next card is getting to know each other. The bottom, it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And so what I'm getting with this is you are being guided, and this is a message for both people in relationships and those of you that are single. You're being guided to open yourself up to real, true intimacy with your partner. I'm getting that it's time for you to share your innermost feelings, desires, wishes, to truly open yourself up to that person. Because you want that. You want that close relationship. You desire that. You really do. But because you're not letting those walls down because of fear, you're keeping yourself from having it. Your relationship's never going to make it from that surface level to anything deeper, and it could very well end. Because everybody wants a real deep connection. They do. And many people, when they're trying to find that deep connection with somebody, and somebody doesn't allow themselves to open up to true intimacy, their partner just feels rejected and feels like, okay, they don't really care about me, and then they end the relationship, and they go to find someone who will let them in, who will truly open up. And I'm getting, for those of you that are struggling with that, I'm getting the root causes because of past experiences. Because you really are afraid to let someone in because you've been hurt before. You've let somebody in and see that innermost true self, and you've been hurt because of it, and you don't want to experience that again. But you're not going to experience love unless you let them in. So I'm getting that your angels are encouraging you, let them in. Let February be the month that you let them in. Let love come into your life. And you'll be successful, and your relationship will go to that next level, which is what you want. I am getting, for some of you that are married, same as an earlier sign had the same thing, that you've had a lot of things built up, a lot of feelings that you've just stuffed down, that you've not discussed with your spouse, your partner, and it's just to a bubbling point, and it's really affecting your marriage, where you're like, okay, do we go separate ways? Because I just can't handle this anymore. But it's because you're not having those heart-to-heart conversations. It's almost like you've lost sight of the fact that your partners, your lovers, you should share those feelings and thoughts, so that you guys can heal them, release them, and move forward to happier days. So I'm getting that February, your angels are encouraging you to do that in February. I'm getting for most of you, you'll be able to do it. They're encouraging, go have fun together. Go do something fun, but go do something just the two of you. Don't take the kids. Don't do a family vacation. Literally just the two of you, because you need that intimacy. You need to be able to connect and share your feelings, share your thoughts, share your desires. You just lay it all out. But you need quality time together to do that. So go spend a weekend if you can, or longer. If you can get away for a week or two, do that. Because that way you're going to be able to lay out all those things. You'll both be able to share. You'll be able to get back on the same page, and you'll be able to reignite that flame, that passion, that desire for each other, and get your relationship back to where you want it. And I do get, for a small number of you, you're going to need a little extra help. So they're saying don't be prideful. They're saying it's some people think to go get professional help, it's a sign of weakness. They're saying it's not weakness. Go get some professional help from a counselor or someone, because that is courage. You're being courageous to take those steps necessary to save your marriage, and those steps, you'll be successful. So take those steps. And get your marriage back to where it needs to be. So, and I am getting that you will take those steps in February, and they will be fruitful. So, Last card, wedding. You guys are the second ones I got, wedding. So if you read the bottom, it says the situation involves marriage. But what this card's primarily talking to is there's a number of you who are thinking you're never going to meet anyone, you're never going to get married, and the thing that you desire most is a partner, a lover to share your life with. And you're really ready for that. And you're really disappointed and frustrated that it's not happening. I get that a number of you pray over and over and over daily, you know, God, please bring me my partner, bring me my spouse, bring me that person I'm going to enjoy life with. And day after day, crickets. And you're just discouraged, you're frustrated, you're just at the point where you're like, this is not going to happen. And I get some of you are even angry with God, as though, you know, why are you ignoring my prayers? But they're wanting to let you know that your prayers have been heard. You are going to get married. They also, though, want you to know that you're blocking yourself. Because energetically, if we think that we lack something, so people that have, you know, finance, like if you ever talk to somebody that's, you know, having finance issues and they're always coming from a mindset of, woe is me, I never have money for this, I never have money for that, I never have money. Well, they're like barely making it paycheck to paycheck, and they don't have money because that fear, that thought of lack, where they think that they don't have and they're always lacking and they don't have money, well, that's what they're manifesting. Whereas if you talk to somebody who's like, oh yeah, money flows in effortlessly, I got a ton of money to pay for everything I need and want, and then more, it just flows in because that's what they're energetically pulling. So what you're doing, for those of you that this is a message, that your worry that you're never going to get married, you're never going to meet that person, that's what you're doing to yourself. So, you know, you have to change your mindset. You have to give it to God and trust and know that it is going to happen. And they're letting you know it is going to happen. So go ahead and get rid of that worry. You don't have anything to worry about. Know it's going to happen, and just start enjoying life. That's the other thing too. You know, if you stop thinking about that and start focusing on just life and enjoying and having fun, they're just going to drop that perfect person for you at the least expected time. So don't worry about it. It's coming in. You've got nothing to be concerned about at all. And did you get, although for you guys, I do get it's really only a couple of you, you're going to have a relationship spark at a wedding in February. So you're going to have a romance be sparked then. You're not getting married, but you will be at a wedding, and you will see some love start to bloom, a connection with someone there. So hopefully you have found this helpful. Again, if you have any questions, you can go online to schedule a private reading. I will put the links below. I will also put the link to my Facebook page. Many thanks to all of you who subscribe, follow, like. I do love your comments. If you want to leave any comments below or send me any personal messages, you can message me through Facebook. And you can also message me through my email account, which is on my webpage. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear how things are going. I'd love any feedback that you have. And if you have any questions, I'd love to hear your questions, because I'll just individually answer those to you. And then if I get a lot of similar questions from people, I'll do a video about the question to get you some answers, get you some information. So would love to hear from you. I do wish you an amazing month filled with a ton of love, joy, and blessings. And I do wish you a very happy Valentine's Day.